On July 20, 1304, in the Tuscan town of Arezzo, a man who would profoundly reshape the intellectual and artistic landscape of Europe was born, Francesco Petrarca, known to the world as Petrarch. Often hailed as the father of humanism and a pivotal figure in the nascent Italian Renaissance, Petrarch's life and prolific works served as a bridge between the medieval scholastic tradition and the vibrant intellectual rebirth that was to follow. His deep reverence for classical antiquity, coupled with his intensely personal and introspective poetry, laid the groundwork for a cultural revolution that would echo for centuries. Petrarch's early life was marked by displacement, his family having been exiled from Florence, leading them to Avignon, then the seat of the papacy. This transient upbringing, however, fostered a keen intellect and an insatiable curiosity. Though initially steered towards a legal career, Petrarch's true passion lay in classical literature. He devoured the works of Roman authors like Cicero and Virgil, not merely as academic exercises, but as living texts that offered profound insights into human experience, morality, and the pursuit of virtue. This pursuit of ancient wisdom, a hallmark of humanism, became the bedrock of his philosophical outlook. What set Petrarch apart was not just his academic interest in classical texts, but his active pursuit and preservation of them. He embarked on extensive travels across Europe, meticulously searching for forgotten manuscripts in monastic libraries, and his discovery of Cicero's letters is often credited with igniting the fervor for classical learning that characterized the Renaissance. He believed that the wisdom of the ancients could guide humanity towards a more virtuous and fulfilling existence, a stark contrast to the dominant medieval focus on theological doctrine. This emphasis on human potential and achievement, without necessarily contradicting Christian faith, defined early humanism. Beyond his scholarly endeavors, Petrarch was a poet of unparalleled influence. His most celebrated work, the Canzoniere, Songbook, a collection of 366 vernacular poems, primarily sonnets, dedicated to an idealized woman named Laura, revolutionized lyrical poetry. These poems delve into the complexities of love, loss, longing, and the inner turmoil of the human soul with an emotional depth rarely seen before. The Petrarchan sonnet, with its distinct octave sestet structure and intricate rhyme scheme, ABBA, ABB, ACD, ECDE, or CD, became the gold standard for lyrical verse across Europe, inspiring countless poets from Chaucer and Shakespeare to later Romantics. His exploration of individual subjective experience, a departure from the more communal and allegorical themes of medieval literature, marked a significant shift towards the modern self. While the Canzoniere earned him enduring fame, Petrarch himself held his Latin works, particularly his epic poem Africa, in higher esteem. This classical epic, narrating the Second Punic War, reflected his ambition to emulate the great Roman poets. Yet it was his vernacular poetry that truly captured the hearts and minds of subsequent generations, proving instrumental in shaping the modern Italian language alongside the works of Dante Alighieri and Giovanni Boccaccio. Petrarch's legacy extends far beyond his literary achievements. His tireless efforts in recovering and disseminating classical knowledge provided the intellectual fuel for the Renaissance, ushering in an era of unprecedented artistic, scientific, and cultural flourishing. He championed the idea of a Dark Ages, preceding his own time, highlighting his belief in the transformative power of a return to classical ideals. His introspective nature and emphasis on individual thought and emotion resonated deeply with the burgeoning Renaissance spirit, making him a true pioneer of a new age. Today, nearly 7 centuries after his birth, Petrarch remains a monumental figure. His commitment to learning, his groundbreaking poetic innovations, and his role in establishing the intellectual foundations of the Renaissance continue to inspire. He showed that human experience, in all its complexity, was a worthy subject for profound reflection and artistic expression, forever altering the course of Western thought and literature.